welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it so very much. Today I have another 30 and 30, and this is lipsticks, which is one of my favorites. I love like looking at all of the different lipsticks and testing them out and just making sure that they are all still good, because I have such a large collection of lipsticks that sometimes ones can go bad and I don't always notice it. Like the one I'm wearing today, it has that old lipstick smell kind of essence to it. So it is like, I was right at the end of the nub of it. So I'm going to be throwing it out. It'll be in one of my empties coming up. But like, that's a good thing to know so you can get those out of your collection. But I still like the color, and I'm wearing it today because, you know, it's the last time. Anyway, we're gonna jump right into this. I have 30 lipsticks to talk about. Technically, yeah, 30. I was trying to remember. I think I actually might have 31 because I have one that I tried on and I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't wear this at all. So there might be 31 actually. The first one I have is one of the Tarte Lippy Lingerie. This is in the shade Lacy. This was part of their holiday collection, and it is a really nice shade. I have been really loving all of like the nude, slightly darker nudes lately. Been really, I don't know, just drawn to them. I love this formula. It has like a really nice scent to it. Like, I think it has a little mint in it. Nothing that causes a reaction because I am allergic to peppermint. So if it has too much mint in it, I can't wear it. And I can't wear it continuously, but I haven't had any issues with these, which is really good. I think it is a really nice formula. I like the color. I had a heart next to it because I liked it that much. Then we have a Dose of Colors. This one came in my BoxyCharm this summer, and this is Talk is Chic. I love Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. They're one of my favorite liquid lipsticks formulas. This is a beautiful color. I really like the color. I've worn this quite a bit actually. It's just that beautiful like magenta berry shade. Would recommend any of the Dose of Colors, just depending on what shades you like, because some of them I'm not as big of a fan of simply because of the shades. Then we have one from Urban Decay. This is the Vice liquid lipstick. This one I like. I know a lot of people don't like the Vice formula. I like it. I don't like it quite as much as Dose of Colors, but I find that it lasts really well. It's a little bit more drying, but I find it's really solid, and I liked the color on this one. It's just a different sort of color. Not quite that berry, but like that purpley, but not quite purple shade. Anyway, this is WSM, which I guess stands for Woman Seeking Man. I had to look up some things in the Urban Dictionary when I started buying different lip products because they have some weird names sometimes. Then we have this one. This is Bobbi Brown, and this is their, what are these? Crushed lip color, and this is in the shade Violet, or not Violet, Lilac. I don't know where I got Violet from. I got this as a gift with purchase when I bought some things during the Nordstrom's anniversary sale. And oh my gosh, this is a great everyday shade. It's one of those slightly darker, but it still falls in that nude family. It's a lovely mauve. I really, really like this one. Would definitely recommend trying out some of the Bobbi Brown, the crushed lip colors. I don't know if I've tried a lot of her other formulas, but the two that I have from that are so good, and I just really like them. Then I have another Urban Decay. This is the shade Back Talk. Same thing with the formula. This one is a perfect nude. Oh my gosh. This one is going to be put in rotation to finish up because I've finished at least one of these already, and I think this is going to be my next one because it's just a great everyday work appropriate shade. And a lot of these are going to be work appropriate because I teach at a university, and while there's not a dress code or anything, there's still like that expectation that students have, and so I try to dress more professional and look more professional with my makeup, so I don't have like purples on my eyes or crazy lip colors or really dark lip colors. Then we have Marc Jacobs. This is one of my favorite lipsticks of all time. This is the shade Infamous. I have used a lot of it over the years. Well, not the years. I've had it a couple years. And I just have used so much of it. This is what it looks like. It's beautiful. I love this formula. It's one of my favorite formulas for lipsticks. It's just creamy and it lasts well and it looks really nice on the skin. I would definitely recommend it. I love that Marc Jacobs so much that I actually have it in a mini as well. And I was going to like get rid of any duplicates that I have, especially if I have a mini and a full size. This is one of the exceptions. I'm going to keep both of them because I have used so much of that original, like the full size one, that I don't want to get rid of the mini and then find that I'm going to need it next year and then have to buy another one, because his lipsticks are very expensive. If you can get one of the sets and they're all the colors that you like, I think that his holiday sets are a better value because you get a lot of little ones. They've also shown up in like different kits over the years. All right, another Bobbi Brown. This is the shade, what is the shade? Neutral Rose. And this is a beautiful one. This is her Luxe lip color. So this is a slightly different formula than the Crush lip color. And I think they're both really good formulas. I like them both. And that's what it looks like. It is once again just a beautiful nude. Neutral Rose, perfect. Really like the formula as well. Then we have one of these NYX soft matte lip creams, and this is the shade Prague. This formula is odd because it's not like, when you think of liquid lipsticks, you think of really like a solid coat, right? I find that these, you really have to build up. I feel like they're not quite as stained, but they're very thin, and like I feel like I have to like really dig in there to get the stuff off the sides. All of the NYX soft matte lip creams that I have, this is the shade Prague. I don't know if I already said that. The color though is beautiful. It's slightly different in shade to that Talk is Chic, but it is a really nice shade too. I do like these. I think this is probably a good alternative to the Dose of Color, since that one is like $18. And I have lots of the soft matte lip creams from NYX because I do like them. Then we have Revlon. This is the shade Passion. These are their matte, Ultra HD matte lip color. And these are really interesting. They do not dry down, so this is not going to be like a traditional liquid lipstick that dries down. So if you want something a little more moisturizing, that's gonna have a slight sheen to it. Even though it says it's matte, it has like a slight wet look to it. That's the best way I can describe it. I like this one. It feels really comfortable, but it doesn't dry down and set, so it is going to transfer on things. It smells so good though, and I don't know how to describe the scent. All of the ones that I have is kind of like this weird berry vanilla-y scent. I like them. I think they're really nice in that regard. Okay, this is one that I wish I had bought a backup of when I initially purchased them. This is the Aladdin and MAC collection. This is Princess Incognito. No, this isn't. This is Raja. Never mind. That's another one. I do like this one though. I wish I had bought 2 of all of the mattes that they did in this set because I love MAC matte lipsticks. They're really nice. This is a darker shade. So this is, I still find like, it's beautiful. And I have worn it quite a bit and I like it. Not as much as Princess Incognito, which for some reason I thought it was. I don't know why. But that's what it looks like. MAC lipsticks are just so good. I would definitely recommend them. Like, they're some of my favorites. Then you can tell what I got in the middle of the month. I got my Colourpop order in and I was so excited to try these. These are Luxe Liquid Lips. It's a new formula from Colourpop and they did them for their Disney Masquerade collection. This is the shade Flynn, which is the first one I had to wear because Flynn Rider is my favorite of all of the Disney heroes. Zachary Levi is like one of my favorite actors of all time. He's just darling. And this is what it looks like. It's a really nice dark nude shade. This formula is interesting because it's really thin. It kind of reminds me of the Bare Minerals Gen Nude formula, not as thick. So you have to like layer it up, but it's that same type of feeling where it doesn't quite set, but it feels comfortable on the lips. That's what these do. And I have the entire collection, so you're gonna see a couple more of these coming up. They're really nice. I'm gonna buy the extras of all of them so that I have one to keep and one to use, because that's how I roll with Disney. All right, this is the next one. This was Nude Sticks Gel Color Cheek and Lip Balm in J Mama. And it's a very nudie color. That's what it looks like. I hate this formula. And I was thinking, like, I thought I didn't like nude sticks, and then all of a sudden I started liking them and I didn't know why. Well, that's because I have two different formulas. I'm trying to think, I don't have another one of the formula with me. The lip balms, I don't like this gel color formula. It settled into my lines and just looked like, made my lips look crepey, but like I put Vaseline kind of look on them. So like shiny and crepey. It looked awful, and I was like, not for me. I'm gonna see if somebody else would like it, because I know other people like more of a glossy lip. This is not for me. So this one is definitely being decluttered. This is the one that I couldn't make it through the day before I had to take. Like, I didn't even make it out of the house. I immediately took it off and put on something else. All right, back to like my list. Next up, we have another dose of colors. This is the shade Rosebud, and this is a super light shade. And it's kind of like a gray-y pink shade. That's what it looks like. This one I'm also going to declutter because it just doesn't look very good on my skin. With my skin tone, I think it's just a little too cool toned and gray, and grays don't look very good. Like, I started wearing some gray eyeshadows and I was like, I look awful. So yeah, it's just a little too cool toned and pale for me. So I'm going to be passing this one along if any of my friends want it. If not, it'll get tossed. All right, I had to clean off my hand because I had too many swatches. Next up is another MAC. This is one of it's another matte. This is Wagasaw Twirl, and I was actually kind of undecided with this collection which one I wanted to get. And the one I was initially thinking I wanted, when I went in and looked at them in store, I was like, oh, I don't like that one. So I ended up just getting the Wagasaw Twirl. I love getting the different packaging from the MACs. I think they're so beautiful. That is what it looks like. It's a beautiful pink color. It's more of a cool tone color, but not quite as gray toned as that last one that I showed you from Dose of Colors. I just really like it. Then we have another Luxe Liquid Lip from Colourpop. This is the shade Beast. Initially I bought extras of the shades that I thought would probably be most likely to wear, and then I looked at them and I was like, I just want all of them because I feel like I'll wear all of them. Plus I want the extra boxes that they came with. This is what it looks like. It is another really nice dark nude shade. If I had to choose between Flynn and Beast, like they're very similar in shade. I'm gonna swatch them next to each other so you can kind of see. I probably would go with Flynn just because it's a little bit more rosy toned, but I do like both of them. And I mean, you got two of my favorite princesses, their love interests right there. Then we have another one of these. This is the shade Prince Charming, Cinderella's Prince. And I got this one because it was a pink, just a really pretty everyday pink shade. This one, you do have to build up more than the other ones, and I think that's partly because of the color. So that's a couple of swatches built up there. It looks so nice on the lips though. Oh my goodness, I really like this one. And these are like $8, which is not bad at all for a liquid lipstick. Then we have another NYX. This is the Soft Matte Lipstick formula in the shade We Are Queens. And I thought this was a more red shade. And then I was like, oh, it is not a red shade. It is definitely a berry shade. And I like the shape of it because it's very interesting. And I thought it was a really nice formula. So that's what the bullet looks like. It's just differently shaped than any other lipstick that I have. I do like this. The problem with NYX is they don't always have like a lot of shades that I'm interested in. I feel like they have, or at least the ones that I see in store, because I like to look at my lipsticks before. The one exception would be Colourpop, because you can't buy a lot of those in store. But I would rather go in store and look at shades and kind of test them out that way than to purchase them from a website, because I never, like, the colors never look quite the same, right? They never do. Then we have a Sephora. I love these lip stories from Sephora. These are also like $8. And this is the shade We. This is a cream formula. They have different formulas. They have like a matte formula and a cream formula, and I can't remember what else because I only have those two formulas. Oh my gosh, though, this is like the perfect nude for me. If I want something that's not going to be really showing, but just gives like a hint, that's what this is. So this is We. I love the packaging too. It has all of like the fancy clothing on it. So darling. Really, was really impressed with that. Then I have from my Ipsy, I found like this was an okay formula and it lasted all right. It wasn't like super exciting or anything. This is the shade Mauve About It, Ipsy and Betty Boop. It's a little bit, I don't know, like I feel all of the formulas are so different nowadays. So you have like those matte formulas, and then you have like the cream formulas that are just so smooth, and then you have the liquid lips and all that. I feel like this is a very traditional old school lipstick where there wasn't like a variety of finishes or anything like that. I feel like it just kind of like, it sits there. It's not my favorite. It's fine, like it's fine, but I wouldn't recommend any of the Ipsy collabs. I haven't been super impressed with anything that I've gotten from an Ipsy collab, which is part of the reason why I put a pause on some of my Ipsies, because they just were doing too many collabs. The next up is Huda Beauty. Oh my gosh, this is the shade Medusa. I love Huda Beauty's formula. It's one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. This in Dosa colors and Stilla's like metallic, those are like so good. I love them very much. And I don't know if I could choose which one. These also smell really good. This smells like kind of a vanilla spice. It just is really nice. This is not my favorite shade from Huda. I have other shades that I like more. But this is a really unusual. It's kind of like a gray purple, and unlike the more pinky gray, I feel like I can pull this off, and it might be just because it has a little bit more depth and it's a little darker, so it doesn't seem like I'm as wiped out when I'm wearing it, if that makes sense. Then we have Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. Little teeny tiny one. Oh my goodness, this lipstick is amazing. I want to buy like so many more Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks now after having this one. It's another one of those like almost, it's very similar in shade to We, but it has a more matte finish to it, and I love matte finishes, and it lasts well. It feels good on your lips. You know how some lipsticks just feel good? It feels good on the lips. I really like it. It's it's a definite recommend. Then we have one from Urban Decay. This is Devilish, and this was part of the Naked Cherry collection that they did, and this is a shimmer, and it's similar to Big Bang. It's a slightly different tone than Big Bang, if you have Big Bang. And I used to really like these, but then I got a Too Faced glitter one. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. And these kind of pale in comparison now, but it looks nice on the lips. Like, it doesn't look super bright and sparkly. Like, I could probably get away with wearing a light coat of this to work because of the shade that it is. It's not as bright as Big Bang, which is the other one that I have. Then we have one from Estee Lauder, and this is one I can't decide whether to keep or not. I think what's gonna happen is when I'm working on a series of videos. I don't know when they're gonna come out or when this is gonna come out because I'm trying to like space out things, and things sometimes get out of order of where I would hope for them to go up. And I'm going to do like all of my bright lipsticks, all of my red lipsticks, all of my darks, all of my darker nudes, all of my lighter nudes, and just kind of see where I am and if there's things that are similar. I've been trying to make color charts, and I started, and then the only one that I can keep that's in good like order is my reds, because those are easy to figure out. But looking at some of these other ones, I'm like, that doesn't, I thought it was a light nude, but it's really a dark nude, or I thought this was a nude and it's really a dark. And so I have to redo those color charts that I'm working on. And I think that when I do that and film this video, this might get decluttered, I'm not really sure. This is Tumultuous Pink by Estee Lauder. It's very bright, it's an interesting formula. It's not my favorite formula, but I don't think it was bad, and I do like the color. So I can't decide on it. I think I'm going to give myself a little bit more time and not go into any rush decisions, because that wouldn't be smart. Then we have from Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is a shade Sugar Plum. This is a drying liquid lipstick formula, like I will say that. It lasts really well though, and I loved the color. It's just, it has like a metallicness to it, but not really a metallicness. And it's just, it looks like a sugar plum. I really like it. And you know, sugar plum is gonna get me every time because I was a dancer for many years. I still teach dance. So Nutcracker like holds a special place in my heart. Also, like, I was in too many Nutcrackers over the years, so like don't play Nutcracker music for me. But like, I have nostalgia for it as well. All right, getting towards the end, we have a Jafra. And I've had this one for so many years, but it smells like nice. It looks nice, and it wore really well. So even though I've had it a while, it hasn't turned bad, so I'm going to keep using it. This is the shade. It is Champagne Frost. It's a really interesting color. I feel like it's a good fall color. I don't know if I would go out and like buy more Jafras, but I think it's an interesting color and formula, and I think I'm going to try to get some more use out of it this fall. Or in the fall, because I don't know, yeah. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Lips, this is her liquid lipstick formula. This is the shade Showgirl. I love this liquid lipstick formula. I know it didn't get a lot of good reviews, but I have been really enjoying these two. I got these at the VIB sale or the Sephora sale when they had just the set of two, and I have been so enjoying both of them. The Too Bad I'm Bad is probably a little bit more of a everyday shade, but this is a nice dark nude, so I would still, like, I still wear it. I got compliments from my students when I wore it. My female students, my male students would probably find it weird. But yeah, I did get compliments when I wore it. Then we have a Lancome. This is the shade Seal the Deal. I really like Lancome lipsticks. Like, the ones that I've had really good luck with. And the color is not my favorite, I will say that. This is their matte, yeah, it's a matte lipstick. I like matte lipsticks, what can I say? I'm not sure about the color, like it's not my favorite, but I still think like it's a good wearable shade, and I'm going to keep using it. Like, I found like a lot of these, even though these weren't lipsticks that I normally pull for a lot, I really enjoyed them, which was good, and which is part of the point of this, is rediscovering favorites and passing on things that don't work for me but might work for others. I'm not passing on a lot this time. A Tarte lip paint, Tartiste lip paint. This is the shade Delish. And this is one that I always kind of shied away from because it's more of a, you know, brownie, orangey, dark nude. But it looked really good on my lips. And the formula is fine. They're not my favorite formula. I have so many of them that I bought. I liked the more moussey version of that, but they're both pretty good. This is another one that's very similar in shade and not formula, but like kind of shied away from using it because of the same reasons. And oh my gosh, I wore this and I was like, I really like that. I need to wear that lipstick a lot more. It is Kat Von D Lolita 2. I have this one, and then I have Lolita 1. They had a little collection, I think, for a Black Friday deal. And I got both of them. It doesn't last too well. It's not as good as other formulas for liquid lipsticks, but I really liked the color, actually. Then we have an Urban Decay. This was part of their Nocturnal collection that they did. This is the shade Nonsense. It is, once again, a matte. Big surprise. I like those mattes. This color is so pretty, but it feels a little dark for me. It's a little out of my comfort zone, but oh my gosh, it's really nice. I liked it. So another one that I need to like pull for and use more. A lot of these I feel like are out of my comfort zone, so I need to use them more and to push myself. Same thing with this one. This is not one that I would normally reach for. This is the shade Bombshell. And when I look at it in the tube, I'm just like, it's too orangey brownish. I want my pinks. But oh my gosh, it looks so good on, it looked really good with my skin tone. And I love this formula. This, like I said, this is one of my all-time favorite formulas. All right, not a lot of declutter. I only decluttered 2 lipsticks out of that, which I'm okay with that, because my main goal with this, like I said, is to kind of rediscover ones that I don't normally reach for. And I forced myself to do that, and I found some really nice ones that I'm going to get more wear out of. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. What are some of your favorite lipstick formulas? Which are ones that you avoid, that you don't like at all? Formula, I know there's like other reasons why people don't like this brand or that brand, but let's just talk about formulas and the like. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.